Good morning. It is 9:30 a.m. on Saturday, September 7th, 2019. I'm Christiana Ellis, and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. So, it's the weekend. Woo, woo, woo. There, I've explained the episode title that I couldn't be bothered to come up with something better for. It's fine. Weekend's off to a relatively good start so far. Last night I got some Indian food delivered, and that was tasty. And I rewatched Speed Racer, which is one of my favorite movies. I think that there were a lot of people, back when the original cultural reception surfaced around that movie, I think that there were a lot of people who kind of just thought it looked weird and never actually saw it and then kind of assumed it was bad. I think there's probably also people for whom the admittedly weird aesthetics and bold vision. So what I would say is it has a bold aesthetic vision that is very aggressive in its style. And that's not going to be for everybody. And I think there are also going to be people for whom that initially puts them off and they just are never able to sort of re-engage. So I'm not wanting to, like anyone who watched it and didn't enjoy it, I'm not saying you're dumb or that you're wrong or anything like that. But what I will say is that I'm very glad that the cultural reception of that movie seems to be coming around to a lot of people being able to admit, like I do, that it's great. Not merely good, but good, very good, like amazing. It's one of my favorite movies. And watching it last night was no different. Oh, gosh, I love that movie so much. There's like every single scene is me saying, oh boy, this part. There's not there's some movies where you're like, oh, well, you have to get through the scene where they all go to the grocery store. Ugh. But then the rest of it's great, but there's not a single moment in Speed Racer that I don't love. So good. Anyway, so that was a good evening. Then I played a little bit of Breath of the Wild just for some low-key exploration-y vibes. And yeah, that was my Friday evening. It was pretty good. So on the agenda today, I've got my improv class. We didn't have a session last week for the holiday weekend, but we're back to it today. This is Musical Improv 201, and I believe this week we're going to be talking about revolution songs, which is really fun to pull off when it works. The way a revolution song works is it's often a kind of song that a show might have, a musical might have, like at the end of Act 1, so to speak. But the key definition of it, what distinguishes a revolution song, is when it has a whole bunch of different pieces where different characters are singing just a short phrase about what it is that they're going with. And we kind of jump around and have all the different characters do that, and they're all musically different. But then when the chorus comes in, everybody sings their own piece all together, and it sounds amazing all together, kind of like all these different instruments playing into a same symphony. And it's really cool when it works, and it's fun to try even when it doesn't work. So I'm looking forward to playing with some of that today. Then I'm going to be playing some Fate of Cthulhu, and tomorrow I'm also going to be what am I doing tomorrow? Oh, right. I've got stuff tomorrow. I'm going to figure it out. So I'm feeling pretty good this weekend. Just kind of a relaxing weekend, doing fun things. I don't have any like serious errands or tasks to be done and beyond whatever I might just set for myself. But yeah, feeling pretty good. Pretty good. My one disappointment this morning actually was just that, not to make light of anyone who has actually, had to struggle or deal with damage or anything like that resulting from the storm. But as Dorian was finally passing up this way, we were supposed to get a bunch of rain, and I kind of liked the rain. And then it kind of passed by too far offshore, and so no rain. Just overcast and windy, but no rain. And I was a little disappointed. But I'll get over it. Anyway, tomorrow I will be doing the series finale of my rewatch of Gravity Falls with Weirdmageddon Part 3, which is the double-length finale. So you can check back in tomorrow for that. And then, as I've said a couple of times, my next rewatch series starting next week will be for Cowboy Bebop. So in the meantime, I'll talk to you tomorrow for 5 more minutes.